Breezy, Mo's Nose, Season 3, Peachy, It's about that time, everybody turn your TVs on. The Mo's Nose, Peachy, Breezy, and Fair to God. They keep it nitty gritty when they bring you nine to talk. We two gorilla silverback, nah, silver.
You know it's busting good discussion cause we get it in. Every time you know we grinding, I was 8 to 10. We always play to win. The faithful going hard. It's Wayne, Breezy, Peachy, Mo's Nose, and Fear to God. Let's get it.
Nitty gritty, this the line is tall. Don't like it, better take a walk. Nitty gritty, this the line is tall. We outline players up in chalk. Nitty gritty, this the line is tall. Don't like it, better take a walk. Nitty gritty, this the line is tall. Line is tall. Nitty gritty, this the line is tall.
Let's freaking go! Go! Let's freaking go! Go! Hit him with the haymakers! Bam! 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 Go! Bam! 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 That's bobbing and weaving, weaving and bobbing. Peachy, what's going on, baby?
What is going on? And think like a Niner truce. Peachy needs to bake them damn yam brownies every week. You got that. I told you we was going to turn those Rams into yams. And that's exactly what we did.
So that's what we doing right here. So all y'all saw was the yammies. Y'all ain't see the lamb. I prepared the extra tender lamb. You know what I'm saying? So I don't get no credit for the lamb.
I wasn't done though. But
now you were done. I'm not talking about you.
Oh,
I'm talking about that comment right there. That one. First, it started with the scram, whatever that drink he made. I don't know the name of it. And then we hit him with the lamb, tender lamb. The grilled lamb. Did we grill? Let me ask you this question, PG. Because shout out to you for making them joints. Tell me this. Did we grill the lambs or did we grill the lambs?
We grilled the lambs.
Look at my face.
Grilled the lambs.
That's an ice grill.
That's right.
We grilled them.
We sure did.
Charred them up.
Cooked them up. Here. West Coast Kings. Lamb right, Breezy.
You got lamb right. Let's go. Let's go. Yes. God damn. It's a new day. Aye.
Yes.
See, listen, there's so many. Look, Peachy was a tale of two halves. Okay. So, like the first half, we was overreacting a little bit differently. They didn't see us. If you didn't watch us on another But Niners Patreon, you have no idea how we were reacting. You missed out, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to NBN Niners on the Patreon so you can watch every game.
Yes.
Nitty Gritty will be there every game with them for the remainder of the season. All right, we got a week off to sort things out. Shout out to Mike. Speaking of Mike, let me go ahead and send him this invite.
Yeah.
He need to come on up here. But Peachy, we grilled some lambs and then we had yams for dessert.
Yes, we did. Man, we had let me tell you, we grilled, we lamb-basted, whatever you want to call it, is what we did to those lambs today. They were frustrated. Right. This right here, tear down. Lamb chops, lamb-basted, leg of lamb. Mary had a little, all that shit.
Wait, we gotta do a Sister Act style. Mary had a little lamb. Lamb. Mary had a little lamb. So in the first half, Peachy, they were like, Mary had a little lamb. And then in the second half, they were like, Mary had a little lamb. Ooh, lamb, lamb.
Absolutely. Yeah, you remember that whenever he was like, la 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 la
la la la la la. Oh, happy day.
Oh, happy day.
Let's go. Guys, you guys should be happy. My man Moses out there in the chat. Barbecue or mildew. We smoked the lambs.
Yes,
I should have had smoked lambs. I went with the grilled lambs. You know what I'm saying? Grilled lamb. Shout out to Joel 49ers Sweden. Listen, man, I appreciate you.
Thank you.
He hit me up earlier and said, Breezy, I had a tough time finding a new page. You know what, guys? I'm telling you, this is what I did today. I decided to let go and let God. Y'all can take that however you want.
Right.
As far as all the bad stuff that's happened to myself and the family here all week long, none of that matters because we
Right.
have you here and we are celebrating tonight, right
We are
now.
celebrating a beat down. Is what we're doing. Breezy, I believe that the name of the title, though, when you first started your video that you did when you were making your lambs, was called Lamb Skewers. And that's exactly what we did to them. We skewered those lambs.
We stuck
That's right.
We stuck it in them.
That's exactly what we did. Pause,
We stuck it in them.
Pause.
We poked them.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? How cool was it, PG, to watch
sure
Nick
did.
Bosa? Yeah, first of all, Collie said we was tripping in the chat. You were tripping too, Negro. Don't act like you wasn't saying some stuff. We all was tripping because we couldn't figure out what did we say on Nothing But Niners halftime show. We said Kyle has to make the adjustments. This was the first game that Kyle and D'Amico made adjustments in, and we were able to see the results. See what happens when you make adjustments?
Yeah.
Mose, you're not even here. Mose. Everybody, make sure you guys go unsubscribe to Mo's Nose page right here. I'm just playing, guys. Don't do that. That's my brother. See, Mo's the power of the persuasion that I have. You get your ass on here, dog. Listen, Fair's not feeling well. He had a toothache, so hopefully he'll be ready and good to go tomorrow, because tomorrow we're gonna be doing a nitty-gritty Niners. So we're trying to figure out what to name the episode, but we got yam, right? We got yams. I don't know. We trying to figure
all kinds
it out.
of different things.
Help us name the show for tomorrow's episode. Help us title the show, and then we'll make sure we give you credit on social media.
We got the golden yammies. We got all kinds of different things. So we're just gonna figure out but we did, and that second half was a thing of beauty.
It's what we need.
Because if you look at the stats, the difference between the first half to second half, it was a total, it was definitely a tale of two halves, and it was totally different.
It was totally different. It started slow for the offense. That's why we were tripping. We were like, dude, you were down by 4. You got the ball back, and we didn't make the best of it. Now, I felt like that whole drive was on Kyle Shanahan, mismanagement of the time, had to call timeout. Jimmy Garoppolo didn't look good on that first drive in the second half. Then the defense came out, Peachy, and did something I didn't expect them to do all game. Okay, they came out. Johnny, we gotta have a show this week. You and I, we gonna have a show. I can't wait to break down the film and get what Johnny's takes are from his film. Make sure you guys subscribe to Johnny Dell's Football Academy channel. We're gonna have a show. Listen, though, Peachy, that defense. First of all, Peachy, can you hear me loud and clear when I sit this far back?
I can hear you. Yes. You're good.
The defense is back, and they're not even fully loaded yet. They're not even fully loaded.
That's right.
They held the lambs, the yams, the hams, the bams, the scrams to 14 points. Say something about this D. Say something. I dare you.
I'll tell you
say something. I'm waiting for them to say something, PG. Post that. When they say, you put it right there, because I ain't going to stop yelling. And I ain't even got to say a bad word, because Rome don't want
I definitely am. So
they held this team to 14 points. They bit and they didn't break. And for all of y'all that don't watch the Madden stream when we go live, y'all better start watching, because Madden was the same way. We started off slow. They scored first, and we came back and took control.
Right. We love you too, Izzy. Of course, our beautiful sister.
That's my girl.
We love you too. Yep. Oh, we're gonna get into this, Izzy. Don't worry about it. It's coming whenever we get ready to get on that offense. But that defense held their own today. The Pittman, you're right about that. Wait till we get Armstead and Greenlaw and Aziz back out there.
Wait,
our defense is going to be better.
Your grandmother ever just hum the melody to a song, and you just sat there and be like, "My grandma is the best singer in the whole world." She didn't even
Mhm.
have to say words.
Yep. That's
Mhm.
right.
That's when you start talking about how we gonna get these players back. I'm just like,
Uh-huh.
mhm.
Right. Exactly.
Mhm.
Absolutely. Got
Mhm.
that right.
Listen, it's gonna go down, guys. Look,
Mhm.
PG, this is what I'm most excited about. I'm excited that the 49ers aren't they didn't start this season the same way they started last season. Last season they were 3-8. I mean 3-5. This season they're 4-4 going into their bye week. Now I know it's
Right.
only one game better, but 500 is way better than
Oh,
whatever
yes.
3-5 is percentage.
500 is way better. Absolutely.
You get what I'm saying?
Yep. Sure do. I
Way
got
better.
you.
And that's it. That's it. It's like, yo, they're gonna be on a high. Kyle just put the league on blast. The NFL letting Kyle Shanahan trade a second, a third, a fourth, and a
Yes.
tier fifth for Christian McCaffrey. The NFL right now is like, what the did I
Right.
do? Tell me I'm
All
wrong.
these fans, it was cracking me up because I was looking on Twitter at the the other NFL fans because I always go around to all the different pages and they're like, how did the league allow the 49ers to wind up with Christian McCaffrey?
Listen, GSU for life says, don't say the NFL, say the NFC. I'm gonna say the NFL because eventually we're gonna play somebody in the Super Bowl from the AFC.
Oh,
So the
yeah.
NFL screwed up by letting Kyle get Christian McCaffrey.
Right.
Triple crown. How ironic is it that Christian Kyle's an asshole. I feel like Kyle's an asshole. All right, Peachy, let's talk about this because
Yeah.
Anthony Lynn and Kyle Shanahan. Kyle was yelling at Anthony Lynn
Yes.
because Anthony Lynn was trying to sub out Christian McCaffrey.
Yes.
Correct? Am I correct or am I wrong?
For Jeff Wilson Jr.
For
You're
Jeff
right.
Wilson Jr.
Hmm.
Right? And that's what he was doing.
Yeah.
Right? Now, I think Kyle Shanahan is trying to trade Jeff Wilson Jr. because for the longest you did not see him in this game.
Right.
But the moment they put Jeff Wilson Jr. in this game, there was a spark ignited from the 49ers offense. I
Yep.
don't know what it was, but Jeff was the spark.
Yep.
I need Kyle to listen. Take your headset off, bro. Listen to your coaches. That's why you hired them. Listen to them.
Yep.
Do like Beyonce and listen. You got to. Because Anthony Lynn was just trying to say, don't overwork CMC. The moment that they made that transition, the moment Anthony Lynn was able to interject a little Jeff Wilson Jr., next thing you know, CMC started bursting out of the bubble.
Yep.
Tell me I'm wrong.
He sure did. You're absolutely right. West Coast Kings is awesome. CMC causing mad conflict. I love that.
Yo, West Coast. I need these. I listen, West
I
Coast.
love that.
We got to get that designed. We got to make that a nitty gritty shirt. West
I
Coast, is
love
that cool
that.
with you? If we can make this a nitty gritty shirt, and if we do, we'll send you a free one. Or a
Yes.
hoodie, whatever you want. I just want to get the clarification on the wording. If
I'm
you
putting
give
it
me the
down right
thumbs up,
now.
you writing it down, and then we
Yeah,
got
I
to
got
get
it
it
right
out
now.
to a designer. I'm
Yes.
telling you right now, this is something really good for the 49ers and the fan base. Guys, the 49ers just injected us with life. You know what I'm saying? We are what we call we are called the faithful, right? And we believe in this team. And the Bible says faith without works is dead. And the 49ers said, you know what? We can't let our fans be the faithful and unless we show them that we're here to work. And
Right.
the 49ers came out tonight, Peachy, even though it looks slow in the beginning. It's not about how you start, it's how you
Finish.
Not only that, the 49ers gave the 49ers fans something to be faithful about on tonight.
Absolutely. Yes.
Tell me I'm wrong.
You're absolutely right. You
Tell
hit
me
on
I'm
it.
wrong. Listen, Peachy.
This pairing, like it has injected something in this team. Like it's given it some like what is it called? What's the nitro stuff like from the Fast and the Furious that
Oh,
they
the
put in the
NOS.
cars?
Yeah, the nitro oxide that you put inside the
Right.
car and it gives you the boost.
That is exactly what has
But the
happened
key
to
to
this
that
offense.
is, oh, see, Peachy is preaching. Y'all don't even hear it. Oh my gosh, I wish I had the church organ. Peachy, the key to NOS is using it at the right time.
Right. Yep.
How Shanahan hit the button at the right time, and then there was no turning back.
That's right.
Look, Peachy, I want you to get off what you need to get off. Once you're done, guess what we're gonna do? I'm gonna put the link in the chat.
All
And
right.
we're gonna let people come up here and overreact.
Okay.
It's celebration time, everybody. That's why we here.
It is.
Peachy, you get this soliloquy. I'm gonna fall back. I'll man the chat. Talk your talk, girl. And then after that, y'all get ready because y'all coming up on y'all coming here.
I just want to say that when this game first started, you made me a little bit nervous. GSU is ridiculous.
What he say?
It made me a little bit nervous, but
this is when everybody get up and go to the bathroom and then
right.
What we doing tomorrow? What
They
we
always
do this
do.
week?
And they always do this. They always put the one finger up.
I love this show.
Breezy, let me ask you that question.
I don't know.
Why
because
do they do
the ushers, I used to see the ushers do it. We just
always
mimic the ushers. And not only do you put the finger up, you walk with one hand behind your back like you're an usher, and you tiptoe out. Like you're trying to be quiet. We go to the bathroom. We'll go to the bathroom. We doing victory shots, Miss Deb. I'm gonna put the link in the chat, sweetie.
Yes, absolutely. So but when this game first started, it kind of had a feeling like it was gonna be kind of crazy. The 49ers didn't start off exactly like I'm sure they wanted to. It was a little bit weird.
It was.
But Jimmy, had some Jimmy moments. But the most important thing that impressed me about Jimmy Garoppolo is he stayed in there and he kept on fighting. And he kept on fighting. And I was proud of him because even through his mistakes, he still kept on fighting and battling. I agree with you, Pittman. He does need to learn to move out of the pocket more. He does, but I
don't think he processes the speed as we do.
Right.
So
exactly.
him being on the field, we know what he needs to do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it registers in his brain to do it as we see it. I think that's one of his limitations, guys.
Correct. Okay. Yeah. That's true. I loved the flavor that Kyle put in this game. The halfback toss was just, amazing. It was so funny because we were just talking about that earlier before the game, what we need to do. And then the other day we were talking about how CMC, held like the highest passer rating record in Carolina. And so I was waiting for him to get involved as a passer. So it was fantastic that they got CMC involved in all three phases. So when Kyle said that CMC had learned the playbook and he felt like that he had mastered it enough and that he was good, he was not lying, because you can tell by all the different things that happened today, that kid, like that dude, understands that playbook. So that was awesome. When we came out in the second half, kind of made me nervous, kind of weird. When you come out of a half and you have to take a timeout because of placement, personnel stuff, you're kind of having issues on the sideline. That kind of freaked me out a little bit. And I can admit there was some choice words that were used over on Patreon about that. That was not a fun time. But 49ers battled, stuck with it, and we wound up, our stats against the Ram stats in the second half are just immaculate. Like the difference is amazing. So we needed the win. It was impressive. CMC, like we had said earlier, Debo is our weapon X. CMC is another weapon X. So good luck, many teams, when both of them are out there at the same time, having to figure out what to do, because you're not going to have any idea where they're going to be, what they're going to be doing. You have no idea.
I
So it
like
was
how you said
definitely
that.
fun.
I think that the 49ers currently have the X-Men and
Mhm.
Debo's Weapon X,
Yes.
and they just added CMC,
Mhm.
and he's Cable from the X Factor. If you're familiar with that, that's the X-Men from the future. That's the future X Factor. So the
Nice.
49ers got some characters on this team.
Telling
David
you.
Gunn says, give Jimmy G his flowers. He had a hell of a game. Listen, I posted his stuff on Twitter. He
Yeah.
had such a good game. I don't know what record he broke because I haven't been following the stuff that's out there. But if you want to put that in the chat, you can. But Mike, let's get Mike on here. Mike, did you know that Jimmy G broke Steve Young's record today?
It did. I saw it on their 84% passing completion percentage. And I saw it, and that's what I was like, wait, I thought Alex Smith had a 20 or 21 game or 19 or 20.
Okay. I didn't
like
know
that.
that's what they were talking about. Got you.
But either way, man, that was great. It was really, really good to see things come together. You know, we were a little hard on them, like Peachy said in the first half.
We should have been.
Choice words, you know what I mean? But way to answer. Way to go into the locker room and come out with another plan. The defensive adjustments, the offensive adjustments, the creativity from Kyle Shanahan. Why trade up so much capital for another running back, the most devalued position in the NFL? Well, you got your answer. This guy goes out there, he throws a touchdown, he catches a touchdown, he rushes for another one. And by the way, that was like just the tip of the iceberg. It was all the other little stuff that he was doing in the middle of the game, opening things up for people downfield. When's the last time you saw 49ers receivers, just pass catchers, open all over the field like that, and Jimmy be able to pull the trigger? It provided Jimmy more confidence. We talked about that when we previewed the game, right? Those short passes and checkdowns to guys like Christian McCaffrey are going to boost Jimmy's confidence as a thrower. And we saw Jimmy get off of a read, go back to it, and boom, deep touchdown down the left side. Like it was just beautiful. It was really, really fun to see, man. I really enjoyed it. I think the Niners, the sky is the limit right now, man. The sky is the limit. We're at an all-time high. I felt good about the game going into it. Was a little nervous at halftime, but man, they calmed the nerves. It's a 60-minute game, man. It's a 60-minute game.
It sure enough is. And that's what it is. The 49ers have to play football for 60 minutes each and every week, right? You need them to play football for 60 minutes. And that's on both sides. So, I mean, technically, both sides aren't playing 60 minutes at the same time, but you need that combination. You had some good returns from Ray McCloud on kickoff. One almost broke for a touchdown. Like, unfortunately, he got tackled. There were some fumbles. There were some turnovers in this game, but they all went into the 49ers' favor, right?
Thank goodness.
Right. Cloud. One just drops right in his arms. Like he just happened to be on his back and he caught a fumble. Like, how cool is that, right? Christian McCaffrey, another fumble, but the 49ers were able to recover it. George Kittle recovered that one. So there were some things that the ball got put on the ground. We got to still fix that. My cousin Sid says, and let's stop switching Burford and Brunskill. I think in this game, you wanted Brunskill out there, right? I wanted Brunskill out there. I felt like that was the guy you want to match up well. You know, you ever play a game and you got a scouting report on somebody and you just go with the scouting report? Brunskill helps neutralize Aaron Donald. Spencer Burford doesn't. Therefore, you go with Brunskill. Any other game, you let Burford go out there and develop, take his lumps and bumps. Aaron Donald, you put the neutralizer out there, or the equalizer, if you want to use that term. Mike, what are your thoughts on this comment?
Yeah, you know, it's interesting. I'll be honest. I saw Brunfield. I combined their names. I just combined their names.
I felt like you was making it funny, but okay.
No. I saw Burford give up that one big play. It seems like every game, because he did the same thing last. I don't know if y'all remember this. He gave up that big hit. It wasn't a sack because Jimmy got rid of the ball, but the first time we played the Rams, he completely missed on Aaron Donald, and they put Brunskill in as soon as that happened, right? So I don't remember seeing Brunskill go in. I didn't pay too much attention to it. I was looking at other things, watching the game. But I'm not surprised that they did that. However, the TV copy, they did a really good job of explaining what happened there. We don't need to wait for the all 22 to come out. We don't need to see the deep dive by, you know, all the people who watch the 49ers under a fine-tooth comb. When the stadium is loud, the guard looks back for the quarterback to lift up his foot. And that's when he taps the center so he can snap the ball. But what happened was Jimmy never lifted his foot. He was just clapping the ball and calling for it. So when the center snapped the ball, Burford was still looking back for his foot, and he just completely was a second late. And a second late against Aaron Donald is 2 seconds too long. So, you know, that's what ended up happening. I do agree, though. Stop switching these guys out. Pick your right guard and let him take his lumps and bumps on the field. You don't need to sit him down. That wasn't his fault. I'm sure when they review the film, Kyle will see it and say, you know what? Yeah, that was on whoever. Now, the question is, was Kyle the guy who pulled him, or was it an offensive line coach? Was it Forrester? Because we know Kyle got on some people about pulling his players in the middle of the game. So I don't know whose decision that was. You know what I mean? But I think they need to let him go through the lumps and bumps. He's a first year player. Like, this guy's not going to be perfect. He's not going to be flawless. He's going to give up a hit or two. He's going to give up a sack or two. Like, it's just part of the game. But let him play, because he's a strong, good, offensive minded guy, and he's out there doing his thing. I think we got to be a little bit more patient with him.
I disagree with that. I think football also needs to be about matchups. You match up your skill players on weaker players, and therefore you're going to want to match up players on weaker players. I feel like if Daniel Brunskill is a rhinoceros when it comes to playing Aaron Donald in general, then you put Daniel Brunskill out there. But the rest of the games, now you use Daniel Brunskill as your relief, and you let Spencer Burford go out there. Now Daniel Brunskill won't be here forever, and you hope that Spencer Burford is going to develop and get into that. But listen, the 49ers figured it out, right? They figured it out. Jimmy was getting pressured. He was sacked. How many times was Jimmy sacked in this game? Once?
I think twice.
Once or twice?
No, 3 times.
Okay.
Because Lloyd, remember you said Floyd didn't have any sacks all season. He got 2.
He got 2 sacks, right? That's what I saw.
One by Aaron Donald.
Oh, Aaron Donald did get home.
That was the one where he lifted up his foot. Remember, he didn't lift his foot, the one we were just talking about. Yeah.
Got you. All right. So look, Jimmy got sacked 3 times. I believe we sacked Stafford 3 times as well. I know Bosa got 2 of them. I'm not sure if anybody else got to Bosa. But we'll look into that. Yeah. But guys, this was a great game. We're definitely gonna take. Oh, they gave Bosa. I'll say they gave PFF gave Fred Warner a sack, and then they gave Bosa a sack. So remember that one said that Fred Warner was in on there. That they graded him. Fred Warner led this game, y'all, with 12 freaking tackles.
Yeah, he was awesome.
Fred Warner was dominant
because y'all been talking trash about him all. Okay.
I don't ever talk trash about Fred Warner. I get why he struggles. I get it. I get why any linebacker in the league will struggle if they don't got the defensive line up there soaking up them damn blocks. That's football. That's football. I was talking to a friend of mine who's a Cowboy fan. He was like, we don't need no linebackers. We need front guys so that our linebackers can get and fill in the plug and make plays and stop the run. Fred Warner was all over there. So does that mean we need to give some credit to the front? Let me check out. Let me see who was up there. The big boys that was up there, dog. Because we got Hassan Ridgeway. I'm seeing Kerry Hyder. Ooh. I'm seeing those are the guys that made plays.
What are you looking at? The stat line?
I'm looking at the stat line. I don't see anybody else. I don't see anything from Kevin Givens on the stat line. I don't see anything from Ty McGill on the stat line. I'm seeing Ebukam, Ridgeway,
Jackson,
Hyder, Jackson.
Omenahue.
I don't even see him on the stat line here. Maybe he didn't make it.
Omenahue had a tackle. Givens had an assist. He didn't have a solo tackle. Omenahue. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm lying. Omenahue had 2 assists. He didn't have a tackle.
That's why he's not on this stat line.
Yeah. Kerry Hyder had 1. Drake Jackson had 1. Hassan Ridgeway had 1 and 2 assists. Ebukam had 2 and 1 assist. Nick Bosa had 2 and 1 assist. That's all I see for defensive linemen.
What a great freaking game. And we got 70 likes right now. So guys, go ahead and hit that like button if you're watching the show and you're liking what you hear. I see Peachy put it out there in the chat. Thank you, Peachy. Listen, what were you about to say, Mike?
I just wanted to say one more thing. At one point early in the third quarter, like really, really early in the third quarter, The Rams had more than 6 minutes of time of possession over the Niners.
They had that one drive, Mike, that was 9 minutes long.
Right. But we ended the game 29 minutes and 56 seconds for us, 30 minutes and 4 seconds for them. Less than 15 seconds of time of possession difference. That goes to the second half. Man, that is phenomenal. That is absolutely phenomenal. That's crazy. They had 6 more minutes than us in the third quarter, and we end up the game damn near even.
Mike, here's what you think if that's tripping you out, this is what's tripping me out. And I don't know if something tripped Peachy out, because I'm sure she'll say if it did. Here's what's tripping me out. The 49ers threw the ball more than they ran it.
I told you that was going to work. I said that was going to work today. You thought I was.
Mike, it was one more attempt. Okay. It was
it wasn't.
It's 25 to 24.
Right.
All that crap. Listen,
Mike, I could have sworn Mike said he was going to throw the ball 31 times. I know that's what I heard. I'm going to go and rewind selector. That's what you said.
Yeah.
Key to this game, Peachy, was balance.
It was.
Mike, balance.
It was.
That's balance. Their yolks are their eggs. Well, their yolks are equally yoked. Wherever you say how you say it, it's equally yoked. It's balanced.
Here was my point with it. A lot of people say we got to run more than we pass, minimize the mistakes from Jimmy. But my point when I said it was, I'm okay with Jimmy throwing a lot because a lot of it's going to be check downs to Christian McCaffrey, and that's going to give him confidence. I was okay with the numbers being high because I said we were going to use the passing game as an extension of the run game, and we did just that.
We absolutely.
Can I ask the question? That touchdown pass that Christian McCaffrey threw,
mm-hmm.
Does that count as a pass completion for Jimmy Garoppolo? The 1-2 Christian, because it was backwards.
Oh, it might, and it was a backwards pass, right?
Remember,
so it was a diagonal throw backwards,
right? So does that count as a pass completion? I don't know if
that's not a pass. Passes, I thought completions had to go forward.
Right. So that was just a long ass
toss. Handoff. Yes, it's a run. No, Mike. That's an extension of the run. That's yeah.
That's wild. Wow.
And that was probably one of Jimmy's most accurate throws, right? Well, no, I'm not saying that the big dude. He threw a dart on an angle. It was a dart. It wasn't like a toss. It was just a dart.
Oh, no,
like,
that was literally a dart. That was a 20-yard pass. Like, you know, he was from the hatches to the sideline. That was like 20 yards.
Right. Now, here's the cool thing. Here's another kicker. Kyle Shanahan said that there were no injuries to report. That's a win.
Here, but I was
that's a hell of a win. Going into a bye week, that's fantastic.
That's a win.
Yes.
That's a freaking win. That's a win. But it's awkward how we didn't have any injuries. Do you think, Mike, if we had a game next week, there would have been an injury?
I don't think guys get injured.
Are you rubbing off on me a little bit?
Schedule, man. Yeah, that was a little negative. That was something I would say. Like, that was conspiracy theory Mike coming out of Wayne right there.
But I'm asking, though. Think about like be real. Do you think, because the 49ers are going into a bye week?
I'll say this. I think if we were losing or lost this game, there would have been injuries. I think part of it is emotion, right? Like, if we're down or we're struggling, we're getting beat bad, you hurt. I don't feel like doing this play. You start lagging and things like that. And you can feel like you're hurting when you're not really hurting. Everyone's going to feel something, right? These guys are out there hitting hard. You saw Fred Warner get up slow a couple of times, right? I mean, remember, you were like, Fred, you okay, Fred? Like, that it was in the fourth quarter, if I'm not mistaken, right? You see stuff like that. If that was a game that we were getting like really, really beat down, Fred probably would have been like, I knocked the wind out of me. I need to come step out real quick. And then Kyle would have had to report, Fred, wind knocked out of him, but went back in. And that's the kind of stuff that ends up on the report when, in a game like this. I'm excited. I'm celebrating. Yeah, knocked the wind out of me, but I'm cool. Let me catch my breath. I'm back for the next play. So it does change the mindset a little bit.
It does. I agree. I see Melissa says, don't tempt fate. I'm not tempting fate, Melissa. I'm just simply asking a question, because usually every game we've played in, we've had injuries. Usually the ones that we lose is the games where a lot of the injuries happen. Mike attested to that coming from emotional stuff. I'm just asking the question. It's not that. Looking, I'm happy the 49ers came out this game. The good thing is they're going into a bye week to fully rest. Now, Peachy, I'm gonna let you take this, and then we're gonna do some shots. We're gonna give people to come on here, and we're gonna do it. So I'm only doing one shot. I'm not doing 55 shots tonight. That's not happening.
I'm doing victory shots on nothing but Niners in a couple of minutes.
I'm doing one shot on your show as well. All right. So hear me out.
Wait, so we taking one together here? Let me, because I got to
Taking
get
one here. Yep, we taking one here, and then we're gonna do one on Nothing But Niners. Now, Miss Debbie, I sent you the link, so if you could join in, that'd be great. All right. Now, Peachy is gonna ask you this: coming out of the bye week, we play, and we could look forward to them because we won our game and it's over with. We're playing the Los Angeles Chargers at home on Sunday Night Football.
Yep.
Okay. 49ers should recoup Jason Verrett.
Yep.
Elijah Mitchell. I think Eric Armstead will be back.
Yep.
I think Javon Kinlaw will be back. What are your thoughts about this team coming out and Deebo Samuel? Shut up, Mike. And Deebo Samuel will be back. What are your thoughts about this 49ers team, your 49ers team coming out of the bye week?
I think that this 49ers team will be revved up for the bye week and will be ready to roll. And I think that with everyone back out there, I think that will be when we will start really like putting our dominance down. And I think that we will actually dominate this Chargers game. The Chargers have a lot of missing pieces, which are not coming back anytime soon, which is why they're getting handled the way they are by these teams, because they're depleted so much on different parts of their offense and defense. So the 49ers, we should have no problems coming out of the bye.
And if you look at the 49ers schedule, which I'm about to pull up real quick, if you look at the remaining schedule, let's just look at this real quick. I'm going to give you the teams, and I want you to do we'll do this again tomorrow night, but just off the top of the dome.
Okay.
Chargers, win or lose?
Win.
Cardinals.
Win.
Saints.
Win.
Dolphins.
Win.
Buccaneers.
So tricky because it's
That's an easy win. Easy dub. Let's go.
They struggling.
I'm planning on being at that game, so I'm going to say it's a win because I'm going to be there.
Seahawks.
Is that win in Seattle?
That's
yeah,
Seattle
you're going to be at that game.
Football. Yep.
Throw the dubs up. Let's go. Give him the dub. Let's go. Give him the dub.
I'm going to go with the win.
Okay. I like that. Short week.
We should be rolling. Yeah, win.
We're gonna win anyway. We should be rolling. That's what Peachy's saying.
Right,
guys.
right.
Peachy's the Commanders.
A win.
That's Christmas Eve. The Raiders.
Win.
And the Cardinals.
It just depends on what we're doing by then, but it should be a
January 8th. Cardinals. It don't matter. We're not in first place. We got to win.
She's right. We could be in first place by then. That's what she's saying.
We could be, yeah.
That's what she's saying. We got 9 more games left.
No,
depending on what happens.
I'm talking about as far as in the NFC. So right now it's the Eagles, and you still want that second home field advantage. So you want to win out. That's why they did this extra game so that teams don't rest players. That's why they did this extra game. So teams got to keep playing their players. That's exactly what they did.
Well, we usually split with the Cardinals every year.
We do usually split, but I don't think this is a year we split, Mike.
Ooh.
Is it possible that the 49ers can win out the remainder of the season coming out of this bye week? Getting back, I mentioned 5 of those pieces. If they get only 3 out of those 5, Deebo, Eric Armstead, because I think he'll be back before Kinlaw, and Elijah Mitchell, those 3 guys. Well, Jason Verrett, he's a push for me. I don't know.
I think Verrett's more important long term
for sure
than Mitchell. That's gonna sound bad. It's gonna sound real bad. I know what Mitchell is for the team, but y'all saw what happened today. You get Mitchell, that's cool, but you got Deebo and Christian McCaffrey, and Jeff Wilson Jr. If Jeff Wilson Jr. don't get traded tomorrow, he's here. That's the deadline, right?
That's
the deadline
right. Tomorrow, yeah.
No, it's Tuesday. Sorry, Mike. It's Tuesday.
Oh yeah, November 1st. Yeah, it's Tuesday.
Yeah. So if he's still here, Mitchell's cool, but I think the safety. I mean, the corner position is going to be more of a pressing need down the stretch. You're going to go up against a team like the Cardinals. They have some weapons out there. DeAndre Hopkins is back. You're going to go up against guys like the Chargers. They have some weapons. You know what I'm saying? Now, they're not world beaters right now. They're not winning games. They're beatable.
Nope.
You're going to go down this stretch, and you're going to have some guys to deal with. Terry McLaurin for Washington. I understand that, they might be having Heineke. I don't know if Carson Wentz is going to be back. You're going to start playing some teams with some good receivers. You're going to have to lock those guys down, But the most important one of all those names that you mentioned, in my opinion, is Eric Armstead. I know that sounds crazy, but this defensive line, this defense is not playing the same since Armstead has been out, and it starts up front. Wayne just said linebackers and all that. I don't blame them when the defensive line is not playing up to par. That's why we need to get Eric. Man, I'm giving up all the goodies right now.
No, we not. We just having a quick conversation before, you know what I'm saying, it comes to fruition, because I feel like the 49ers, I'm not saying that their schedule is easy going out, but when you look at the schedule and you look at the potential of all the teams, in my opinion, the 49ers got the most potential, and they got key pieces missing to go along. So when they get those guys back, the 49ers were like the number one team in the league when the offense was struggling.
Right.
I think the offense is not going to struggle coming out of this bye week, because Kyle is ripping off the Band-Aids, and he's going to just go out there and be that Kyle. Right. You just saw what he did with CMC. I didn't even mention Kyle Juszczyk, bro, and I'm slipping.
Right. But guys, for all of you out here in the chat that are saying what you're saying at the beginning of the season, a lot of you, because I know who you are, because you're part of our family that we see all the time. I saw you talking about 12-5.
Now they 11-6 and 10. I mean 11-6.
11-6. I saw you talking about, even some of you talking about 13-4.
That was me.
Like I was like a 13-4, 12-5, somewhere around in there. So for all of you that are now trying to be like, oh no, there's no way, that whatever. No, because some of these games that we've lost, we weren't even supposed to lose those games. So if you were to go back to yourself, just like they say to go back to your 18-year-old self or whatever. So if you were to go back to your beginning of the season self and think about what you said then compared to now, come on now. There's no reason why the 49ers can't win those games that are coming up, especially with all of the weapons that we have going on, and for all of the defensive players that we have that will be coming back. There's no reason in the world. We are too stacked. We are too loaded.
I said 13-4, and I'm standing on it, Peachy.
Right.
I'm not changing my mind till we lose 5.
Got you.
What was my? I don't remember my prediction.
I think you had
13-4.
13-4.
He was 13-4 also.
Yeah, Breezy was 13-4. I was 13-4.
I'm standing on it till we lose our 5th game. I gotta take this shot because my show's supposed to be starting. I'm gonna take this shot with y'all.
Me too.
Give me 10 minutes, Mike. Let me get a couple of people on here, and then I'm gonna join.
Yep, we'll be right there.
Yep. But I'm gonna take this one with y'all real quick because I love y'all. Y'all, I'm gonna wait for Peachy to pour up. What you got over there, girl? Something clear?
No, blue.
Oh, not blue. Okay.
It's Halloween, so I got that Bacardi Blue Zombie.
Ooh. All right. Salute. Victory. Never tasted so good.
Ooh, cheers to you.
All right.
Thank you, Go Bar. Mike,
do you want me to dual broadcast this, Wayne? I didn't have yours because I wasn't sure if you wanted me to add it to yours.
I do. I don't know if it's gonna let Miss Debbie comes in. We'll have to do it again.
It's not gonna ruin yours. I'll do the broad. I'll do the dual thing.
Thank you.
All right. I'll see y'all over there.
All right, peace.
Hey, brother.
All right, we got Miss Debbie in here. I have to take another shot, Miss Deb, because you was a little slow late. All right. Well, I ain't going to work tomorrow, so I'm gonna take about 3 or 4 of these joints. Listen, I want people to come up here and shoot with us, right? So let me go ahead and put the link out there, and we're not gonna take this shot till we get at least 4 49ers. The first 4 people, that click on the link will be able to come on. But you got to take a shot. If you don't have your shot ready, you can't come on. first 4 people that click on the link. You can turn that down. Somebody's echoing. All right, perfect. Miss Debbie looking good over there. We got this win. How you feeling, baby girl?
I'm catching a terrible cold.
Oh, no.
So that's why I'm happy to take this shot.
What you need is some blackberry brandy. You know what I'm saying? You need a little blackberry brandy.
Yes, ma'am.
What's going on, Tara Dome?
Miss Debbie.
Yo, you got the perfect radio voice, bro.
Oh, thank you very much. You was preaching this morning, young man. You was doing me solid. I think you were in Isaiah, the 40th chapter, giving up, testifying. When the devil comes after you and you confess it, it's no longer shame. You now have a testimony, young brother. You now have a testimony. And I'll testify to that. We beat them Rams so good, we got to start paying child support.
Wait a minute.
Because we sunning it.
We ain't daddy.
Wait a minute. Is this what you talking about right here, bro? Is this what you mean right here, bro?
Yo, where's Market Pro? I haven't seen Market Pro in here nowhere.
Where you get that?
I'm getting everybody on here tonight. What's good, faithful? Look,
Yo, what's up?
Listen, we just got this victory, and it feels good. Man, we haven't won in 2 weeks. This win feels sweeter than the honey in the honeycomb right now.
Yeah.
All right.
It's been a while.
Yeah, I know, man.
It's been a while.
Yeah,
we couldn't go into the bye with this loss, man.
I agree.
We couldn't do it.
I agree, CJ. I agree.
And, that CMC edition, man, that is a game changer. And what I noticed is there's a hyper focus by the defense on him. That when you put that ball in his stomach and the defense see it, they go and shiver and they shake and they get out of their positions and there's people wide open.
Listen, CJ, I gotta ask you this question. Did you get a chance to read the keys to victory or watch the video? Because my number one key to victory was that? Utilize CMC by any means necessary. And Kyle Shanahan ran the ball, got a touchdown. Threw the ball, got a touchdown. And he caught a pass for a touchdown. Talk about it. Let's go, CJ. Let's go, Mike. Let's go, Terradome. Let's go, Izzy. I want to hear y'all thoughts on CMC.
Yo, the fact of the matter is CMC started his first full game for us. And he did something historical in his first full game with us. He is the third guy to throw a touchdown pass, run a touchdown pass, and catch a touchdown pass since 1970. The only other two guys on that list.
Give him the two.
The other two guys on the list is LaDainian Tomlinson, Hall of Famer. Walter Payton, Hall of Famer.
Can y'all everybody give a round of applause?
That's hollow company.
My man, White Lightning, not Black Lightning. He on the TV show. We got White Lightning. He done made it into that category already. Or caliber of running backs.
Yes.
White chocolate.
White chocolate.
Yeah.
That's what my daddy calls him that. My daddy calls him white chocolate.
Hold on.
I preached the word before Breezy is called put some respect on my name.
Facts.
When you mention my name, it's got to be amongst 3 other ones. God almighty. Come on, y'all.
I'm doing a little praise dance right now. My feet are moving. You can't. But you know, when you put your head down and you put the arms up and you just, they don't know nothing about that.
Blocked out everybody else and you
nobody said but you and the Lord. That's it.
That's your praise. Being amongst the faithful.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about. I want to hear from Mike, Woke Niner Recap, man. Your thoughts on today's game, man, because we about to toast it up and get on up out of here and join Mike on Nothing But Niners. But what are your thoughts on this game, bro?
No, it was great. It was after how it went the 2 previous weeks. It was awesome seeing everything get together. And, Christian out there throwing passes, running, catching. It was wonderful. Love it.
I love it. I
Run CMC all day.
It was masterpiece. Like it was like Kyle decided to take the chains off of his playbook. You ever see like one of those old like books that got like a bunch of like stuff in it, and Kyle just dusted it off and was like, you know what? Let me unlock it with the secret key and let me open it up, and then let me just go ahead and call some of the stuff. That's that play Peachy was talking about, the pass to CMC to the wide receiver Brandon Ayuk in the end zone, and that was the same play he did with Deebo Samuel to Jawan Jennings. Tara, don't talk about it.
I think that was that against the Cowboys or was that against the Rams?
No,
it
was
week 18 against the Rams.
Yeah, week 18 against the Rams.
It was the Rams. I was trying to think of who that was.
It's always against them Rams, ain't it? Ain't they the perfect? You know, it was a dude named Ken Get Right on the movie Life. But when the Rams come on, they get you right. They just a get you right team.
I love that.
You were feeling a little low, but you needed the Rams.
Did we not talk about that this week on all the shows?
Yes.
This was Get Right Week.
Get Right Week. Yes, sir.
Get Right Week. Get Right Week.
They got us right. I got people calling me from Denver. People calling me from they said, boy, that CMC gonna be doing some things up in there. I say, yeah, I see it. You know, I try to be humble with it. They say, humble yourself. I gotta be humble with it. But boy, I love seeing them two backs in the backfield, and then 3 tight ends. Oh man,
they had 13 personnel out there. I didn't get a chance to look at the personnel on that Ross Dwelly catch, but I guarantee you it was 13 personnel. I guarantee you, usually you use that personnel when you're running the ball. No, Kyle threw in that particular situation. You had Ross soft hand, throw me the dang ball, Dwelly. Oh man.
Yeah, he actually ran the right person out there for that deep route too, because Dwelly does have good hands.
Better than Werner, because Werner would drop it.
Yeah, Werner or anybody, or yeah.
So, I think Tyler
Werner out there, he would have dropped the assignment.
Oh,
I agree.
Mad.
Tyler Croft makes that catch as well, but you needed him in line on blocking.
Yeah, Croft does,
I can't wait to watch the film. Izzy, you're here, baby girl. What's going on? I want to know your thoughts on everything, and then we're gonna toast it up and get on up out of here.
I just want to say, for all the people who thought George Kittle was bust or on a decline, back-to-back games with a touchdown.
Let's go!
Right.
Wilson Jr. does not go out on that big-ass run if Kittle doesn't throw that perfect block at the perfect moment.
That was
that block was
gorgeous.
nasty.
Yes.
So,
y'all got to start putting respect on these players' names. Kyle Shanahan got a weapon here, 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 weapon over the bench, weapon on that side, weapon coming back from injury. That weapon.
But
y'all better watch out.
I have something to say about that too.
Go ahead.
They have to. These weapons, stars have to be stars. Stars have to be stars, and they were today. And before that, they weren't. The main people that were making the big mistakes that was costing us games were these same stars. Stars have to step up and take accountability and be stars. And if they do that, then what happened today will occur. And it's just simple as that. I mean, people are talking about Kyle and his plays and all that. The plays look really damn good when the stars execute them.
Agree. That's fair. What you got, Miss Debbie?
What I have to say while I was watching this game is I saw Kyle as the perfect conductor over his orchestra. He had the every portion measured out. He played it like a fiddle. You get this one, you get this one. Took the Rams totally by surprise because they didn't know it was coming.
Yes.
Amen to that.
Now, I think, Miss Debbie, that's beautiful. You brought me back to my conducting days.
Exactly. Me too, baby. I'm leading the choir.
This is not the reason why I'm in music. This doesn't fit me, but kudos to everybody that does it. But I'm going to tell you this. I'm more happy with Kyle Shanahan being aggressive and finding a way to get his coaches and him to make adjustments. Don't forget the 49ers were losing 14-10 in the third quarter.
That was the biggest thing about the game. Like, we scored 21 unanswered points, and we showed up in the second half for like the first time this year.
Woo,
And
baby.
we just did not let them come back in at all.
Say it,
Right.
Izzy. Say it.
Exactly.
Guys, I don't know if you drink out there, but if you're on here and you have a little beverage, this is it for me. I don't even know how I'm gonna do nothing but Niners because y'all got me doing this because Miss Debbie.
I know I got to work in the morning. This might be my last shot.
This is it for the night. I'll tell you right
I
now.
need this shot.
I'm drinking water after this.
can
But
have a
if you
little
have something, if you have something, please toast it up. And here we go, guys. Niners on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Niners!
Ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all so much for tuning in to the Nitty Gritty Niners Overreaction
Happy
show.
Halloween, everybody.
Happy Halloween.
Happy
Tomorrow we're
Halloween.
going to get into that. I'm going to have
Happy
some
Halloween.
stuff on. You're not going to know what I'm going to be for Halloween. Nitty Gritty Niners tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Make sure you guys check that out because us on the East Coast still got to go trick-or-treating. So we're going to get in early. We're going to get out early. Love y'all. Stay up, stay faithful. Thank you, panel, for being on the show.
Yes,
Love
sir.
you as well. Guys, check us out. We're going to be on Nothing But Niners Overreaction show right after this. Thanks for watching. Keep it nitty gritty, baby. And let's go 4-4.